I need you to tell me honestly, is it possible to feel rejected by an act of love? Because my husband, the man I have cooked for, traveled with, built a life with, told me 2 years ago that my version of his traditional Ghanaian food was better than his mother's. He asked for it on the road. He went back for seconds. He said this is better than anything I've had. And now he won't eat anything I make. Not because it tastes wrong. He told me so himself. It's not the food. It's me. Let me tell you who my husband is. Before I tell you what happened. He's Ghanaian. He's 46. He's been a truck driver for years. And the thing that keeps him grounded, the thing he comes home to, the thing he plans his week around is his food. Traditional Ghanaian food. Food he learned from his mother. Food that means something to him that goes beyond nutrition. Pause 1. I'm 42. I'm American, and I am a good cook. Not good for an American, genuinely skilled with food from different cultures, including his. I studied it. I practiced. I got feedback and I improved. Pause 1. Before I got pregnant with our son, my husband used to request my versions of his dishes. He would go back for seconds. He told me once, looking me straight in the eye, that my cooking was better than his mother's. He started taking my food with him on the truck. Pause 2. I want you to hold that image for a moment. A Ghanaian man, a truck driver, taking his American wife's version of his mother's food on the road because he preferred it. Pause 1. When I got far along in my pregnancy, he stopped asking me to cook. He said he could manage himself. He didn't want me on my feet. I was grateful. That felt like care. Pause 2. Our son is 5 months old now. I'm ready to cook elaborate meals again. And something has changed that I can't explain, and he won't explain to me. Pause 1. He rejects every offer. Not unkindly, at first. Just I'll do it. Don't worry. Let me handle it. Pause 1. But when he's really hungry and doesn't feel like cooking himself, he drives an hour away to eat food cooked by his friend's Ghanaian wife. An hour. Past our house, past our kitchen, past me. Pause 2. I asked him what the difference was. He said she's Ghanaian. She knows how to cook it properly. I asked what's different from me learning on YouTube from Ghanaian women, the same techniques, the same ingredients. He said the food is too complicated. Go to Ghana, learn from my people, then you can cook it. Pause 1. I stood in the kitchen and heard those words and tried to find the logic in them. There wasn't any. There was something else. Pause 2. He eats together. As a value, it matters to him that we share meals. So one night, I did exactly what he suggested. I cooked my own food. American food. Food I enjoy. And he got annoyed that I didn't eat his food with him. Pause 1. So I can't cook his food. I can't cook my own food without upsetting him. And sometimes at breakfast, he asks me to make specific things, which I do. And in those moments, I feel less like his wife and more like a short-order cook, waiting to be told what's acceptable. This is not what we discussed before we married. This is not who he was when we were dating. Pause 2. And the part that breaks something in me, the part I keep returning to at night. Pause 1. He tells me he's tired of cooking. He says he can't wait until I learn from his people so I can finally cook for him. He wants the thing he is refusing to let me give him. And I don't know how to live in that gap.
Hello, I'm Dr. Julian Reed. What this woman is describing is not a disagreement about food. Food is never just food inside a marriage. What she is describing is a form of conditional acceptance, a dynamic in which one partner's belonging, their ability to express love, their very role in the relationship, is made contingent on criteria that keep shifting. Consider the timeline. Before pregnancy, her cooking was not just accepted, it was celebrated. He asked for it. He said it was better than his mother's. He took it on the road with him. In that period, she was fully included. She had passed the test. Then something changed, and the criteria changed with it. Not because her cooking changed. He confirmed that explicitly it's not the taste. It's the origin. She is now excluded not for what she does, but for what she is. This is what psychologists call gatekeeping through identity. The culture becomes a boundary not to protect the culture, but to protect a power position within the relationship. By insisting she must travel to Ghana and learn from his people before she is permitted to cook his food, he has constructed a requirement she can never fully satisfy on his terms. And then the drive to his friend's wife, 1 hour past his own home. This is the detail that tells you everything. The food is not the issue. A Ghanaian woman cooking it makes it acceptable. His American wife cooking the identical dish does not. This is not about tradition. This is about category. She has been placed in a category that cannot cook this food, and no amount of skill will move her. The cruelest element is the double bind she named herself. He says he's tired of cooking. He says he looks forward to the day she can cook for him while actively preventing her from doing so. He is expressing desire for something he is refusing to allow. This is not confusion. This is control expressed as longing. She is not failing to be a good wife. She is living inside a system that has been designed so she cannot win. If you have ever loved someone and been told not in cruelty, but in structure that your love doesn't count in the specific form you're offering it, you already understand what this silence costs. Subscribe to Soul Stories and tell me, is this a cultural boundary that deserves respect? Or is culture being used as a wall inside a marriage? Leave your answer below.